We have had a pretty frosty week here. And I don't know about you, but when it gets cold outside for any length of time, my skin just dries up like a raisin. And then it gets itchy and it's a bad scenario. But I'm going to show you how I combat that dryness and the discomfort with the itchiness and losing that moisture out of my skin with a very accessible, very inexpensive, all natural plant that most people already have in their cupboards. Oats. So oats are wonderful for the skin for many reasons. They're wonderful topically, they're wonderful internally. Eat them, they're just nothing but good for you. I highly recommend rolled oats, not instant oats, both for eating and for using topically. I'm today going to be using instant oats or quick oats because we have so many of them. We just kind of like accumulated them, and we tend to err on the side of the regular rolled oats because in the processing of them and making them able to be cooked so fast as quick oats is, that takes a lot of the nutritional value away. It kind of like grinds out some, it's a process, but basically the processing of them makes them less nutritious. Unfortunately, I just have a ton of them and I'm out of rolled oats, and I was like, I'm gonna go get more. And then I decided that I didn't want to waste a bunch of oats that I had. So I'm gonna try it with those today, but I recommend doing the actual rolled oats, not quick oats or instant oats. So one of the reasons why oats are so amazing for your skin, and one of the things that I am counting on in this cold weather to reduce the dryness and therefore the itchiness of my skin, is the unsaturated fatty acids. They create a kind of a moisture barrier on your skin. So it traps in all of the moisture, and so when I go out into the cold, usually it gets sucked out of my skin, but it kind of like creates this bubble wherein the moisture is retained in my skin, and therefore I don't have to slap on more moisturizer. I just keep the moisture that's already in my skin. So that's what I'm looking for. Another thing is that oats contain natural saponins, so you can use them on your face, all over your body if you're showering, and it cleanses off a lot of the oils and dirt and everything that can clog your pores. So really good for that. And it also helps normalize pH levels in your skin. So if you're having irritation of any kind, like the itchiness that I've been having, or even acne or anything like that, it can soothe the irritation really well. And it has avenanthramides. Anyways, it's an alkaloid, and it helps soothe the skin, and it contains prebiotics. Prebiotics are so important. I could do a whole video on why prebiotics are so important, but they're good for topical, and you should just eat those suckers like nobody's business. But anyways, oats. The methods that I'm going to be showing today are using just oats. You could definitely add like lavender to some of these, or like almond oil or something like that, but I didn't want to go into something that not many people might have around. Ever since moving to this new house, I have really gained an appreciation for the large comprehensive garden that I had at our last house, because as you can see, we're pretty much just in the city, and I could do a little bit of gardening here, but it's just not the same scenario that I had before. So I can't just go out and get my own herbs. I can't just go pick my own lavender and throw it into this. I would have to have money to buy it, and that's killing me. But we moved here for a purpose. It's getting us toward a bigger goal. Speaking of, I know that when I started this channel, I mentioned that our goal was to move toward a more rural homestead type of existence. And that is still our goal. We moved here as a stepping stone, and it was a financial strategy that we moved here to do that. And lo and behold, there are some pretty exciting things going on our off-camera life that we will definitely be leaning on in order to kind of gear us toward that. So it might not be happening super fast, but when it happens, I will definitely document it because I'm going to be very excited. So I'm sure, you know, somebody will be excited. For now, I have to hunker down and kind of cut back on my gardening. Just killing me. But I can do it for the greater good. Back to oats, I'm going to show 3 different ways that you can very quickly use oats in your favor to help with any kind of skin irritation or acne, or they're just great for your skin. They're great for your skin. Just cleansing, all the things. Anyways, let's get started.
So this is our paste that we're making, and it literally just starts with making plain Jane regular old oatmeal. You could put this on your face just as it is, and it would have the same benefits, but it goes down the drain all chunky, and we have sensitive plumbing, so I make mine into a nice smooth paste to avoid any kind of clogs in our plumbing. Also, this is where you could add something like almond oil or honey if you wanted to enhance it a little bit, but I wanted to focus just on the oats for this video. Also, when I am done with mine, I usually put mine into the fridge because I like the cool feeling when I use it. I just find it more refreshing. If you really wanted to treat yourself and your skin, you could always leave this on for about 15 minutes as a face mask as well. So the next method I'm going to show you is even simpler than the paste. This is legitimately just powdered oats. I powder mine with a coffee grinder because it gets it nice and fine. And again, I have sensitive plumbing, so I have to make sure that nothing is really chunky when it goes down my drain. This is wonderful to sprinkle in the bath. It makes your whole body feel nice and soft and smooth, or like a foot soak. And this is one of those things that you could add maybe lavender or chamomile to if you want to kind of spruce it up a little bit. Last but definitely not least is the simplest method of them all, and it is just making a bundle of oats in a cloth. And when you get it wet and rub it on your skin, the beneficial parts of the oats will seep through the cloth. You can just use a napkin, a cloth napkin, or a piece of old terry cloth, or even like an old sock, as long as it's clean. And just bundle up your oats in it and then just tie it up with a rubber band or a piece of twine or something, and you've got your new favorite loofah.
And that's it. It was super easy to make all of those things. It literally took me less than half an hour to make all 3 of those things. And I cleaned my food processor and my coffee grinder and everything while doing it too. So super piece of cake, wonderful skincare that you can do, all natural, no preservatives, no plastic tube that you have to get to contain the exfoliant, whatever they do. It's just wonderful. We've got the paste for scrubbing. If you want to scrub like your face, hands, nice for hands because hands dry out easily. And the powder to soak in a tub. Always very nice. And our scrubby loofah, which, like I said, less than half an hour to make all 3 of these things. It's very easy. Less money than soap even. Even if I had like the actual rolled oats, even those would be less money than buying a bar of soap, especially like an organic, all natural bar of soap that is a good thing for your skin. Those can get expensive, but oats are just so easy to come by, super available, super inexpensive. Just a great way to take care of your skin. Try it. Let me know in the comments how you liked it, if you try it. And one other thing I wanted to say before I wrap up this video is Tell me, please, what you do and do not like about my videos, what you'd like to see more of, if there's anything that could be improved in your viewing experience. Keep in mind that I do not have professional equipment and I cannot provide that at this time. So my videos have to be done on the technology that I currently own until I can provide better technology. But other than that, I would really love to hear feedback about what you guys enjoy seeing on my channel. And if anybody has any questions, or if you want to see me make a video about something specific, please mention it. It only helps me get inspired about what I can bring to you as far as information goes. So I hope you try these out, and I hope it goes well for you, and I hope that the dryness and the cold isn't affecting everybody quite as much as it is me. And I will be back next week. Like I said, we're not in a situation where I have a lot of my own herbs readily available to me. So I'll probably be doing more videos on things that I do have available to me, like homeschooling, for instance. Probably touch on that a little bit and some other things. But until then, go get happy.